Hi and welcome to another process video, and today I thought I would try something a little bit different, and I'm going to do this live, not live. So rather than doing a voiceover, I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing and do it real time. So today's prompt for Scraptember is to use black and white. So I've grabbed one of my favourite papers. This is from the Simple Vintage Lakeside collection from Simple Stories. When this collection went out of stock, went into the sale, and then I stopped selling it at Hey Little Magpie, I squirreled these papers away. I just couldn't bear to put them in grab bags and things because I absolutely love them. So I decided that I would keep them for me because I love a black and white diagonal stripe, which is what this is. So you can see there, I've just added a little bit of water to my paper just to help with my tearing. And I want to tear like a V out of the centre of this paper. And at the end here, where it stops, that's where my photo is going to sit, just like that. So I'm just tearing this out, and then that water's dried. It's quite warm today, although we're into autumn. The weather's not too bad in Warrington at the moment. So I just thought I would tear that V, and then there's a bit too much white paper there, so I'll just tear a bit of that off because I want to curl these edges back. And when you have too much of that white paper there, it doesn't curl back terribly easily. Get rid of that, and then I'm going to put some white cardstock behind this, like that. Actually, I've got some, yeah, that's probably the best one. I don't know if I want to go a bit further across. Like I say, that photo is going to hide that anyway. And just curl up these edges. And then I'll get this stuck down into the back. So just adding tape around all the edges. And then I'm going to add it a little way in from that torn edge because I think I may want to tuck something else under there. So I'll leave a nice gap between so the tape's about here and there's the edge. So now it's a case of lining it up and not getting it stuck before I'm ready. And hopefully it fits. I'm not terribly good at lining things up like this. And the card appears to be ever so slightly bigger than the paper, so I'll just trim that down. I don't know whether it's me or the cardstock. Things never seem to be 12 by 12 or totally 12 by 12 when I'm working with them. There we go. And you won't notice that once it's in the album. So I pulled out Shimelle's main character energy to use with this. My idea was that I would add this and then bring some of the florals in, just to brighten it up a bit, and because it's got a lot of red in, and we're at Anfield Stadium. This is my daughter Amelia and my niece, and we were waiting to see Taylor Swift. We were quite early. You can see all the stadium behind us is empty. So just taking some selfies while we waited for the main event. And you can see Elizabeth, my niece, had made her own t-shirt. It's absolutely wonderful. But then we went to the concession stand, and Amelia and I owed her Christmas and birthday present, and she wanted the sweatshirt, so she promptly covered it up. It was really, although it was June, it was really quite a cold day when we were there. You see, this is the problem, that I'm chatting away and not carrying on doing what I should be doing. So I don't know whether these live not lives are really going to work for me, because I'll probably end up with a hour-long video, which I don't think anybody wants to see. Right, let's see how we get on. So I'm going to map my photo. This was printed 4x6, and then I've just trimmed off the excess on the sides because I just wanted the girls to be the focus. So grab my small trimmer and just trim that down. Just so I've got the white edges showing, and then I'm going to get my scraps of the Shimelle collection and see what we've got that we can map the photo with. So I probably want something fairly solid. This heart paper would have been lovely, but I don't have enough. I could create a mat with a couple of pieces. Let's see. See how I get on. I'm just trying to get the largest piece that I can. That hole doesn't matter because it will be covered by the photo. Upside down at the moment, but that's fine. So I just want to straighten up this bit where we've got that curve. I just want it to be a straight line. That'll be hidden behind the photo, so it doesn't matter that it looks odd. And then I'm just thinking I could bring this cloud paper in to add a second mat. Just get those stuck down. Made that slightly bigger than I needed it. Starting to look good. I think it's bring in some of this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a complete mat now with this purple paper. I'll just use my scissors to trim that out. And then I shall use my fingernails to distress the edges. I might actually grab my distress edger as well. Or I would if it was in the drawer where it was supposed to be. Never mind, fingernails it is. So just roughing those up, just only very gently. I don't want too much texture, but it just provides a little bit of something there. And that's adding a bit of colour without bringing too much in, so that I can then bring those floral pieces in. So that's going to sit like that. Just wanted to look at the glitter thickers here to see what I could use. I'm just thinking There Is Magic in You might be a really nice title, so I'm going to get that stuck down before I carry on. Now, these are really fiddly. I find that the gold bit comes off the foam if you're not very careful. I think that's going to happen here, but I'll try my best. So I'm trying to manoeuvre the paper underneath the sticker and try and keep the sticker as flat as possible, which isn't that easy. Almost there. Right, yeah, see how it's separated. I shall have to come in with some glue after. I just want my T-square just to check I'm just about there with the lining it up. I'll try and get magic down next. And I'll put the filler words in afterwards. So I probably will cut this bit out actually. I'll fade now and come come back to you when it's all down, because this is going to take a little bit of time just to manipulate these foam stickers off this backing. Back shortly. Okay, I've got the title stuck down. I'm just going to add some of these little other foam stickers around it just to create some interest. So a little butterfly, a heart. Oh, this backing paper is such a pain. And then maybe something else down here. Just a little purple dot maybe. Actually that's, I'm just going to use my glue. Just stick that on there. So now to the photo. So I'm just going to grab my foam pads from my drawer. Stick this up. Probably 6 is plenty. And I'll get that stuck straight down because I know exactly where it's going to go on the page. I find I just have to help the corner to stick down, and then they stick down really well. Right, T-square ruler. And then I started to pull out some of the ephemera pieces here. These are florals that I've fussy cut, and some butterflies as well from one of the pattern papers. And I just wanted to embellish around really. Some of that's a die cut from the collection. See what else I've got in my little envelope. She says, there we go. I'll just move these papers out of the way. This is a very small desk. If you've seen my craft room tour, I don't have a huge amount of space to create in, so I have to keep fairly tidy while I'm working. So I think a couple of these labels might be nice up here to add the date, and if I just add 2, it just creates a bit more interest. Butterfly is always nice. Maybe there. And I want to bend these flowers up a little bit just to create a bit of dimension. I'm going to stick some of them down. I've got to commit. So just make sure it's inside from the edge. And then this one can go under as well. And then these 2. So I'm just adding the glue to the centre of the flower just to let the rest of it sort of run free, if you like. I'll overlap that over the photo. What I've got there is that there's such similar flowers. Just wondering if there's something else I can add. And the others, I'm sure that there are plenty more. Yeah, here's one. I know that's the same as those two, but it just brings something different in. I'm just bringing these florals in and around just to build up these clusters. And I really wanted the red to dominate because of all the red in the Liverpool Stadium. I like this half a frame that I've got left. Just wondering if that could go somewhere. Here, just cut a little bit more because those foam pads are getting in the way. Just going to overlap that onto the photo there. Just like the way that looks. I may have to add a foam pad. We'll see how I get on. So these pieces I know are from the printables that we sell at Hey Little Magpie. I just cut them apart so they come on a sheet. I think dreaming and doing might be a nice phrase to add. The girls were so excited to go to this concert, and I must admit it wasn't one that I was terribly fussed about, but Amelia really wanted to go, and then Elizabeth and my brother-in-law said that they were going, so my sister managed to get us tickets, and actually, gosh, it was an amazing concert. Definitely go and see Taylor Swift if you get the opportunity. I wouldn't have said at 50 something that I would have been that bothered, but she is a true artist, and I like what I hear about her as well. I think she is genuinely a nice person. So I've just added that black behind that because it was getting lost on the pinks with the pink there, and I'm just going to add some foam behind it again just so that it stands out a bit. So just using these 25mm Sticks 2 foam pads, which I'm going to cut up. I have got the other ones somewhere, but I just can't see the box. I make do with what I've got to hand. I didn't do any prep before I came on the camera, so this is all me, slightly disorganised. So I'm going to butt that edge right up against the edge of the layout. Again, just check that that is straight. I don't quite trust myself. So I'm going to have to add the date afterwards because I haven't got I didn't get the information before I started filming. Just layer up a few more florals. I spent the time cutting them, so I may as well use them. Those two under there. Something else up here. Let's add one to the edge of that ticket. I think that fills out that cluster nicely, actually. Up there. I may well add some foam behind those two. Just have to cut these down. I wish I knew where I put my other box of foam. I was using it last night, I think, so can't have gone far. But that's the great thing about these foam pads. They can just be cut down. Used. Sorry, quiet while I'm concentrating. I must remember that I'm filming a live, not live. It's better. And then I just didn't know, I think there's probably just about enough on that page. I didn't want to put too much onto it. For all there. I just feel like I'm going to keep going with that if I'm not careful. Just that one there, I think. And then I do want to bring in some gold splatters. Because I've got the gold in the title. Just a bit on this white card. And then a bit around the pattern paper, just around these floral clusters, not all over the paper. So I shall have my date up there once I've looked it up, and that's a quick and easy layout for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think about this live, not live. I'm intrigued. It'll be interesting to see how it comes out. Thanks again. Bye.